In this video, I'll show you how by removing unused templates in your Joomla install, you can clean up the module positions dropdown when you're managing modules and assigning them in your site. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Maintenance Monday live stream number 91 here in the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. My apologies to those of you who just tuned in a couple seconds ago and then the screen went blank. Or stopped. My computer crashed right when I started the stream, which is very inconvenient, but I did a quick reboot and we're back. So we will head right on over to the computer and look at the topic for today, and then afterwards we will do a little bit of chat and catching up as we usually do. In fact, let me just adjust this camera right there. All right, let's do that. Now here we are at the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. Head on over there to /giveaways and enter for some good Joomla stuff that you can win in our monthly giveaway. All right, let's head into the back end of the site here. I'm going to go to extensions and modules, and we'll just open up, let's just open up this breadcrumbs module here. You'll see that it is assigned to position 2 over here on the right hand side. When I go to the drop down to see all the module positions I have, here's active positions showing at the bottom. But if I want to assign that module to some other place, look at all of these module positions that I have scrolling up here for that Rocket Theme Kraken, and then Protostar, and then Asteroid, JD Paris, Bees. It's just a huge cluttered list, and it can get quite frustrating when you are actually going and trying to manage and assign things to a different position on your template there. So Chuck says it's very choppy and blurry. All right, let me just double check here and see what's happening. Skip ahead here. When you are actually going and trying
Hopefully
to manage
it gets
and
a little
assign
bit better.
things to
It's
a
probably
different
just from my
position.
computer restarting from having to fix things up there with the restart.
All right, so we'll just press on and see how things are going here. All right, so what we're going to do is I'll close this module without saving the changes. And we have a couple of options that we can do here. First of all, if you want, you can simply unpublish templates, and those positions will not show up anymore. There's a few pro tips and a few warnings to go along with some of this stuff too, so make sure you watch right through to the end. I know sometimes you see the videos and say, oh, that's how to do it, and you just leave, but there's a couple things that we need to keep up to date on here. But let's go to Extensions, Manage, and then to Manage. And then you'll see here's all of the templates that we have installed on the site. We have 2 administrator templates. They don't really come into play when you're using assigning modules to the front end of your site for module positions. But we have Bees, which is a default one with Joomla 3, and so is Protostar. And here we have JD Paris, which is the JoomDev one I'm using, and Kraken, which is a Rocket theme that I'm not using. I actually just installed it for here. So if we don't want the module positions for Bees and Protostar to show up, we can select those 2 and then go up and click Disable. Now I know I said Unpublish, but it would just work out better for the title for this. Now when we go back to an extension and to modules, let's open that in a new tab. To the module position, and we'll go back to breadcrumbs. We will see here, now we have far fewer positions offered. Sure, we still have RT Kraken, and we have the one that's being used, Asteroid, the JD Paris, but the other 2 do not appear on here, so already the list is simpler. Now, if you want, you can uninstall templates as well. So you can disable them or unpublish them, or you can uninstall them. Now, here's a couple of things to be thinking of if you're going to uninstall a template. First of all, if you're not using the template anymore and you're never going to use it again, you have no, there's no real problem with going ahead and doing that because you're done, and that's okay. However, if you have custom artwork or graphics or setup, and you might that only exists on your server, and you uninstall your template, if your images are inside that templates folder, you're going to lose those. So make sure you have that stuff backed up. And if you ever think you're going to use the template again, just leave it in place and unpublish it. The other thing to be considering is this. These templates here, Bees and Protostar, that come with Joomla, they are they're very handy to have at least one of those keep in your install, because if you ever have errors on your site and you want to have you want to rule out that the template that you're using is the problem, if you switch back to Protostar and still have the error, you know the problem is not in your template. So it's nice to have that other core template somewhere in your install so you can at least turn it back on again, quickly assign it, and use that for ruling out problems. So in this case, I'm going to select Kraken, which is a rocket theme template I don't use here, and Bees, and I'm going to uninstall those templates. Hello, Rick. I'm doing well. Rick says hi in chat from Smart Drive Test. He just got his 100,000 subscribers silver play button and was unwrapping that on his channel last week. Congratulations, Rick. All right, so you notice those two templates are uninstalled. Protostar is unpublished. And here we have these two, excuse me, two administrator templates. So now when we go back to this module here, I'll just refresh. Now the only module positions that are available in the dropdown are for that one template that we use. And of course, as we've seen with Asteroid template before, a lot of these positions you can just delete if you are simplifying a template and you don't need them all, and even less will show up. And the other pro tip, of course, too, is that if you want to assign a module to a position in Joomla that another module has already been assigned to, you can always just skip right down the bottom and you'll find the active positions. But anyways, I want to give a shout out. No, I meant to do that right at the beginning. I wanted to give a shout out to Laura Brown, who's a new subscriber on the channel. She was commenting on one thing. Oh, hold on for a second here. I've lost my screen here. She was commenting on one of the videos and said that was there a way to kind of tidy up the drop-down list for module positions because of all of them showing from other templates she wasn't even using. And so I thought that was a great topic. So I wanted to give her a shout out for asking that and coming up with that idea. And that's where today's topic came from. So we're about to head on over to chat and catch up as we usually do. If that's all you're watching today, I want to thank you for your support of this channel. Up to 1,339 subscribers, so it's chugging along. If this video is helpful for you, please give it a like. And if you're watching on the replay and you haven't subscribed, please do so. And ring the bell for notifications so you find out about other live streams and other things happening here on the channel. So for those of you who are leaving, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. And for those of you who are staying, hello! I hope you're having a great week so far. Things are going fairly good here. Of course, the computer crashing right before going live is no great picnic. But there you go. Stuff happens, eh? Let me just close this here. Hey, another pro tip is good, and we've talked about this before. If you do uninstall a template that you're not using anymore and it comes with a framework that you're not using anymore, you should also just remove that framework. So for instance, I installed the Gantry framework today for this illustration. So I will, a Gantry template. So I'll go ahead and remove that in a little while. All right. So, yes, Maintenance Monday number 91. We're chugging along. That's what's happening in your Joomla world there, everybody. If you want to share something in chat or say what's going on. Hello, John. John, I hope you saw my apology on Facebook. Someone asked what I use for Open Graph images. No, someone asked what they're looking for a source for Open Graph images, and I said Foca Open Graph, totally forgetting about MetaHoda or Hoda Meta. That's John Mulholt's extension, which is superior, using the core Joomla fields in articles for doing your meta stuff. And Vinny reminded me anyways, and I went, oh, forgot to mention John. So Yes, do I have anything special for 100? John asks. I'm not sure. I want to do something special for 100. I've have some ideas, but I have nothing total. Now, if any of you have ideas what I should do for Maintenance Money 100 for a celebration, then please post them. Let's see. And Rick says Google Analytics wasn't picking up his Rick August at PhD site this morning. They have an option for be sure to select the correct option. Yes, and Rick, I think your RAM properties is the domain has gone into limbo there, but we could catch up with that afterwards. It's still there in the grace period, but anyway, so it wasn't picking up your Rick August PhD site this morning. Huh. Okay, well, we'll have to look into what was going on with that. Are you saying like not at all? Let's just make sure that site is up. Make sure that I'm showing this to rickaugustphd.com. Let's put this on the right. There you are. So it just wasn't tracking. Oh, you have to have the correct prefix for Google Analytics. One's picking up my Rick. Okay. The right prefix. The right prefix for what, Rick? By the way, I did have a Zoom call happening for people to join in if they want it. And of course, that crashed with my computer too. So why don't I just get that going here. We'll start. And I'll join. And then that means that the link for that. Oh, right. I see the HTTP. Yeah. Yeah, you have to have, you're talking about the HTTP or HTTPS, probably the way it was set up. There's the Zoom call link if you guys want to talk by voice. Go ahead and feel free to do so. Also, just to save things here, now make sure bring up. I need another screen. Just to bring up the Facebook extensions, the Joomla extensions Facebook group, I actually have made a little place where I can just bring up that link without having to change screens. The latter has to be, yeah, so make sure that you have the right version of your URL, whether it's the secure version or insecure version, when you're going to do your Google Analytics tracking. It wasn't too much happening when I looked in here earlier. A new template here from this Papa Ionet. And I don't know what this company is. I don't know if we've seen this company before. Joomla Stars. Have we seen that? I'm not sure. We'll have a look and see how fast it comes in. Joomla Stars, and this is the this is their new template here. Rick asked if I saw the unboxing video of the silver play button. Yes, I did with the kids. That was fun. I also like how Scout gave out all of her personal information except for her social insurance number. But no, that was a lot of fun. That was well done, and I didn't comment yet because I am like super behind on all my little emails to catch up on notes to people. But yes, 100,000 subscribers. I also was watching a video yesterday about a guy who had his channel demonetized, but actually his channel deleted. He was up to 90,000, but his whole thing was telling people to drink turpentine as a cure for all kinds of things. So, anyways. You're not like that though. Yeah, your site, Rick, is a lot more helpful than drinking turpentine. I hope my site is too. Anyways, Apare, a responsive multi-purpose drag and drop business template. All right, this is a company that I don't think that we've ever just dropped by and visited. $72 for a template. Oh, that's an aggressive price. And I noticed up here, store.joomlastars.co.in. So I'm not sure if it looks like they make these. And there we go. Another template company. All right, let's close this and check out what's down here. And that's another promotion of that new one. And here's another. Payo Themes is at New York. And here's another theme company. Best for insurance agency. You know what? I was talking to Chayton from JoomDev the other day, and he made a couple of good points. Maybe it was here on the channel about when you buy it. You know, because you can take a Joomla template and customize it so that customize it to make it look for whatever purpose. Because it's really your pictures and your words that make a template take on the life of your business or your organization. But his good point was that if you sometimes when you buy a template that has been designed for, say, an insurance industry or a restaurant, he always uses the example of a bakery. You might see things that you didn't think to put on your site or to feature for your business, and they're already set up on that template. So that's a good argument for buying templates that have a certain theme as well. Of course, you can always customize them if you like and change the colors and things like that. Eoris Google Analytics, and they have a little note here that they are now integrated with the Google Analytics API. So it looks like there's probably some things in that component that will allow you, I'm going to change screens here, that will allow you to view your Google Analytics right inside your component. I'm not sure if that is the case, but in reading this, and we're up here at the Joomla extensions in the Facebook group here. I should just paste that there. That might just be handy. It might be handy too if you have a client that wants to see reports on traffic, and instead of having to navigate all of Google Analytics report system, you could, and them learning to log in there, you could just have it available in the back end if that is what they are doing there. So. Yes, full of new features such as being able to create and display charts of various types in the dashboard, control dimensions, results, date, range, metrics such as users, page views, lots of things. So that's pretty handy, would be pretty handy to have right inside. Someone did a live stream in here, but it is in French, so I could not understand what they were talking about. And Syed Ashik Mahmoud of AA Extensions has a couple more. He's really good at promoting his extensions here. And this was interesting because he's got a Telegram contact. So Telegram is obviously an external service online somewhere. So it says this module shows Telegram user link. You click button, go directly to that user to get chat. So it's Telegram must be a chat. A chat product. He also has, you scroll down farther here, a WeChat contact button. So yeah, he's got a lot of extensions that are really handy and you know, sort of one-use things that maybe these other ones. I don't know if WeChat is a popular one somewhere else in the world. I've never heard of it, nor the other one, Telegram, but he's developing away. Spring discounts, May 7th. What's the day? The 13th. We hadn't seen this one. Fab Theme, so another theme company. They spring discount. And and there you go. You can check it out. Maybe it's to their homepage, and then you can check out their templates. Although they've got extensions as well. Let's check that out, since we've never been there. Modules bundle. So there's favorite pricing tables and GDPR. Oh, Fav. Okay, Fav themes or Fave themes. A portfolio. Let's check this out here. This is probably a responsive Joomla module to show a portfolio of screenshots or images and names, and you can also pop open. So a light box there. That's interesting. What else have they got here that we've not seen before? Fave team. Here's a way to show, okay, images and contact information for a team. All right. Again, some handy dandy little things if you like to look. Location, content. This reminds me, okay, so a great way to display images, and just another way to, in a module, to display things from your articles from your site. And it's got view demo. What's it got here? There's the demo there. A little bit of action. Oh, some action for things. Putting titles on there. Well, that's kind of cool. And 100 plus module settings. 10 content layouts. Oh, and here's the different content layouts down here. It's got a nice look to them. 4 across, 6 across. Words to the right. Read more. Some nice actions here. This is like some of the stuff that Vinia showed us when he uses UIKit on his sites. Wow, look at that. These things all popping in here. Nice little movements there. Oh, cool. That's a nice looking module presentation right there. Excellent. All right, what else? Yeah, you got me thinking, John, again, just in the back of my head, what to do for Maintenance Monday 100, which is probably, so if this is 91, I might miss a couple in the coming weeks. I have a trip back east. I might actually just, so there might not be Maintenance Monday for a couple of weeks because I'll be away from my computer probably 2 Mondays, but I'll keep everyone posted on that. Let's see Fave Social here. View the demo. Hello, Valerie. Valerie, do you? So Valerie said, just starting to go through my videos. Do I have a recommendation as the order in which I should view them? I don't know how to prioritize what is important to heed. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Valerie, is it on my channel? I've mostly for the last couple of years have the live streams. So with regard to Maintenance Monday live streams, I would check out the playlist. Then you could scroll down the right hand side and see the different titles. Then there might be some stuff that jumps out for you. But I don't have anything super organized as far as order goes for, hey, everyone, start here and work your way through. And actually someone the other day who's converting a site over from WordPress suggested that that'd be good to have sort of a series of pointing out just the steps for doing that. So let's just go here. Let me just bring back up the screen here. And let's go to YouTube. And let's go to my channel. So if you get to the front page of the channel here, and this is seeing it as my, okay, this is seeing as a returning subscriber. We'll change the view here. No, it's a good question, and it would be good to have things organized like that. But that so if we go to popular uploads, created playlist. So here's the where is it? Watch me work live streams. Nope. No, my God. Hey, this is not organized well, is it? There's Maintenance Monday. I should move that later on. So if you go to play all, let's stop that. For instance, I'll just post the link here right in chat. And Valerie, where are you from? Where are you watching from? All right, so down here in the right-hand side, you can see checking the correct location of temp and logs folder, use gzip. You are Toronto. That's exactly where I'm going at the beginning of June. I'm going, I fly to a conference in Edmonton, and then I have to fly to a conference in Beaverton. I grew up in Orillia, just north of Toronto, so of course you know where that is. And then I'm going to be in Toronto for a little while, visiting my daughter and grandson and son-in-law. Yeah, so anyways, you could just scroll through the titles here and sort of see different things. So that's sort of just the maintenance ones. Of course, you probably hopefully have your site up to date. Make sure that you are using a keep it backup, things like that. But I don't have... And of course, a great way to check out your site, and I have some tutorials on that, is if you go to myjoomla.com. That really, you'll learn tons of stuff to work through your site. But I don't know, Valerie, how long you been doing Joomla? You said you just found my channel. You're starting to go through my videos, but maybe you've been doing Joomla for a long time, so you know about that. So, while we wait for that, let's look back here at the... since 2013. Okay. Yeah, I think, well, you're probably... I would just watch them. And other than keeping things up to date, a lot of my recent videos are just pretty much on tips and maintaining things. So I can't think of anything that's like, this is the desperate thing that you have to do right away, other than backing up and keeping things current. Oh, you're just contemplating using other people's templates. Yeah. So the other thing too, then, as far as templates, here's what I would recommend. Let's go back here. I'm really liking Asteroid Framework right now. And so I want to do some more tutorials on using that. But if we go to Watch Me Work live streams, in this video, we will go down to this one here. This is the live stream that I did with Chetan Madan of Asteroid. He gives an overview of Asteroid Framework. And then I guess another one template wise that I would do is, let's see here. This one here. Open these up before the thing closes anyways, or copy and paste them. That one. And here's another one on templates here. Copy link. These three. Some of the very recent Watch Me Work live streams, we've been actually looking a lot at template stuff. And also this Wednesday's Watch Me Work live stream, we're going to be taking a look at module classes. Oh, I think that's what they're called. Let me just actually go right into there now. Extensions, templates. Go to default here. You can tell I don't have my notes ready for that. But basically, something that I could not figure out for the longest time how to use easily. And my friend and our channel friend, Vinny Hebert, we kind of looked at this. If I copy the URL from the browser window, it will bring up the video in the playlist. Yes, that's what I did. Oh, no, I didn't do that either. Yeah. Sorry about that. What have I been posting? Let's just check this here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a landing page and a lead capture page, sort of like having your own funnel.
Here, that's my chat window here.
Let's go back. Here we go. All right, and now I've lost the chat that was there before. It'll come in eventually. Anyways, Watch Me Work live stream on Wednesday. We're going to be seeing how easy it is to use this setting here when we go to edit section and do custom class. So custom class for sections in templates, and also probably layout custom class. We'll do that'll be Watch Me Work, and that is really handy when you start using other people's templates as well. All right. Yes. So Rick's tip there is that if you copy the URL from the browser window, it will bring up the video in the playlist, and it's a way to get more views on your other videos. Yeah. Although when I clicked on that link there, I did get the video at the top and the rest of the plays underneath, but I'll remember that. I haven't been doing that too much. Rick's talking about using this list up here when you share URLs, but I think when oh yeah, you're right. That's different. We use that up top there. So anyways, Valerie, those check out those. They'll give you a good feel for using other people's templates. And I check out Asteroid. I really like it. Gantry is another one. that I really like, and of course everybody's got their favorites that they're using. But right now Asteroid is the one that's kind of got me excited and actually got me back into doing a few more designing things for myself, which got me going to try to start working on my own site here. Although yes, purple is still terrible up here. Thanks for the links. You watched the Asteroid one, intrigued, learned plenty, and you're finding it more than overwhelming to peruse gazillion templates and make a decision. Yeah, there's so many templates out there. And that's why the better, as you gain experience in editing other people's templates or editing templates, so if you're using other people's, maybe have you been designing your own, or have you just been customizing like Protostar? Yeah, as you lock into, here's what I would say for picking a template system, especially if they come with another framework. It should just make sense to you. And different ways, different things click for different people. And because you don't want to constantly be fighting the whole system itself in order to accomplish what you want to do. You want to start to get comfortable and be able to flow and do what you want. And that's going to make you more efficient on your own site, and if you're working on sites for clients. So so you definitely want to check those out and see what makes sense and how they've laid them out. So yeah, so for me, for the longest time, Rocket Theme templates were really working for me, although there's lots I didn't take advantage of or figure out. But then, like I said, Asteroid's I really like how everything's available down the left-hand side of Asteroid. And it certainly is super easy to customize, because you can put your custom CSS right in the template there. You don't have to go and put it in an external file like you have to do in Rocket Theme. So that is really nice as well. I like that. So Valerie, are you just working on your own sites, or are you building sites for clients? Are you doing this full time or part time? Okay. Now let's see. We never saw this guy's view demo for his social stuff here. Font awesome. Icon fonts, that's nice. Choose a social media icon, add a link to your account, free Joomla module. Faf Social is free responsive Joomla module that lets you choose up to 10 social media icons from Font Awesome and link each one to your social media accounts. All right, so, and there's showing how it works. And oh, here's the drop down for the things here. So it looks like it's probably these buttons up here at the top if you're looking for a quick way to add things, if your template doesn't do that. Yeah, so that's another thing too. And listen, I've mentioned this before. I am not a coder. I'm technically not even a developer, because I'm really not doing any new things. I'm just using tools that are out there. And so for me, I don't mind. I'm on the scale of, I don't mind having lots of things right there for me to just punch in the social media button, or to put in the URL for social media, and there's already a Facebook button, and that's always already included in the template. That doesn't bother me. Of course, those things can be edited even when you have a template that you're using someone else's template. But you take that to the far end, other extreme, where there's people that they don't want to use any of other people's stuff, and so they custom code everything. And then there's people in the middle who have a mix of both. But for me, I'm just accepting that I'm one of those people that does the best looking site by starting out with someone else's template and doing the customizing that I need to, but making it and getting it on there. And I think part of that reason is with mobile friendliness now. It used to be when you had a website that you were building, we were just building for screens. And we weren't thinking about phones or tablets or different sized phones. And so the layout was super, super, super important. And it is still important to have a nice looking site. but people view it on so many different devices. You want it to sort of have a nice collective experience for them, and make the adjustments that you need to for those different versions. But I just don't see a SuperDuper concern as big as often for sites that are super custom designed right down to a certain degree. Now that's not, I guess for major brands that is something that they can afford the thousands of dollars to have something super custom done for them, and also for major brands, and I guess any company that really wants to be really unique and has the budget for it. So yeah, but in the meantime, there's a whole range of people that want a website that looks good, that is in the colors that they have. They make it their own by putting their, having their logo and their products and their different things that they're doing, and it doesn't have to be super duper different. Years ago, there was a woman who owned a local pizza shop, 2-for-1 kind of pizza place, and she wanted her website fixed up. And you'll appreciate this, Valerie, in Toronto, because the here I'm on the left coast, but the example that she gave was the pizza website, which is like, and I looked at that website and it's like, man, they probably spent $100,000 on this website. And this particular woman's budget was not $100,000. I think her budget was like $1,000 or something like that. So they're also, it's sort of like, the more unique the web page you're going to have, like super unique and customized to yourself, is going to cost more, because that all takes time. So, and here, so you plan to go full time. You have several personal sites. Very simple. Didn't have any extensions beyond Akiba, and you just tweaked bees each time. Cool. Yeah, well, that's cool. And good luck going. Excuse me. Good luck going full time. That's something that is very interesting. And listen, on that as well, I just about have finished editing. Anchor.fm/ Joomcast. I just about have the second episode of the podcast that Chayton, Madon, and I are doing. Just about have finished editing it. And the reason that I thought of that, Valerie, and others here in the channel, is we were interviewing Carlos Camara from hepta.es. And one of the questions I asked him in the podcast was, what are your tips to get better paying clients? And he had some really good advice in that, which I'm not going to give away now, but that will be that'll be live maybe later on today if I finish getting editing. Rick says he's off to jiu-jitsu. Yeah, God bless you too, Rick. And there's Rick's famous sign-off saying, "Remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer." Rick, watch your face off at jiu-jitsu there. John likes the gantry system and the themes they supply, and they're very easy to manage. Yes, I agree with you, John. Gantry is a really good system, and the themes they have a really nice management system as well. Yeah. So I think definitely the two that I'm most comfortable working on and working in are Gantry and Asteroid. I'm probably more comfortable with Asteroid right now because it really clicked for me. But yeah, I super do like Gantry as well. It's funny, when Vinny and I were looking up for this custom module CSS, or the module CSS, custom, whatever it is, I'm just looking at. I'll figure it out by Watch Me Work Wednesday. I Googled it, just trying to figure it out, and two of my Rocket theme videos came up, tutorials came up, and I knew that neither of them had the answer I was looking for because I didn't know it. But yeah, so Rocket theme is really nice, easy to manage. Yes, easy to manage, nice to copy, and yeah, they're pretty good as well. All right. So yeah, well that's exciting. That's exciting, Valerie, that you're planning to go full time. Because I am enjoying it.
I kind of worked my way up to the point where I had I have one really great client. That's the bulk of the majority of what I do, but then with other opportunities, just launching out and doing that. So, and good for you. Good for everyone who's working on their own stuff. Got no chat there, so let's go back here. Working self-employed. It's an exciting way to live. It's got lots of upsides. It's got some downsides to it, but what else here we got here? I think everything else we have seen at this point. Yeah, interesting times with with people comparing us to Wix, Weebly, Squarespace. Yes. In that podcast, we do a little, there's a bit of discussion about Wix and Weebly. Actually, no, we didn't mention Weebly. Squarespace. But Weebly's another one. GoDaddy's their own web designer is interesting too. A lot of people using that. Not even so much that because of what it's known for, although I don't think that Wix or Weebly or Squarespace are known for their design systems being unique. They're just known as systems that are easy for making a website. Yeah, so we also talked about what vulnerabilities WordPress has with this whole Wix, Weebly, Squarespace phenomena and approach to doing web pages, and is WordPress more vulnerable to those guys than Joomla is? So, yeah. All right. What else do I have to talk about? I have a really funny story to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you because I'll just let it leak here. Vinny and I are from who many of you know on the channel here. We are also working on a podcast project as well. It's not going to be Joomla oriented, but it's going to be us talking about some things. So we've been doing some discussions and working on that. I think probably with my schedule of traveling coming up in the next little while, I'm thinking we probably won't have anything. I haven't even told Vinny this yet, so if Vinny's listening, it might be news. But I'm thinking we probably will try to hit the ground running sometime in the middle of June with that. But yeah, so that's another thing that is underway or in the works. And then after that, I don't think I'm going to be able to take on anything else after that other than work. I do have a client has me starting a YouTube channel doing interviews with a world-leading fire investigator. So that's an exciting project that I'm behind on. I'm behind on a bunch of stuff, but anyways, well, anything else to talk about or to mention or to go over here on the live stream? And we'll just watch the chat off to the side here if something pops up. If so, great, we'll continue. Otherwise, we'll wrap up in a couple of seconds. Oh, Mary, congratulations. It looks like that you have another grandchild on the way or a first grandchild on the way. I wasn't sure. I saw that just on Facebook just before going live here. So if I read that right, then congratulations, Mary. Other than that, nothing else is rushing to my mind here. Yes, okay, Mary says, thank you. Yes, that's great. Mary, is that a first grandchild or another grandchild? Chuck says, do something with Joomla 4 for your 100th, for my 100th. Okay. Yeah. That sounds like a cool idea. Chuck, what was it? Oh, if this, then that. You mentioned that last week or 2 streams ago as well. Okay, first real grandchild. So that means you're not counting the goats as grandchildren anymore. No, so this is a okay. Yes, IFTTT.com. So that was something that maybe we should look at. Chuck, are you interested in showing maybe your 5 favorite things of IFTTT.com that you're using? Do you have 5 that you're using? We would slam you onto a webcam and come on and do a Watch Me Work live stream someday. Also, everyone, remember last week we took a look at that one thing that Mary had tried out that was talking about the automatically post to social media from a Joomla site, and it didn't post automatically on the test. I found out afterwards, after the stream, I went into my email and actually was asking me to confirm my new account before posting. So that was just a final setup step. That's why that didn't work. Chuck says, sure, okay, Chuck, start making a list and we'll work on it because I want to get some things scheduled too. And, same old story. It's just the record stuck on all the things I'd like to get organized on. But also, if you want to have a little bit of show and tell here, check this out. We just 2 years ago we had to have our septic field repaired in the backyard. That's right. Yes, we don't have sewers where we live, and so we've just got it all fixed, and we have topsoil back there, and we need to plant some grass seed. But in the meantime, it's super dry here. So look at this 4-zone sprinkler controller. We're hooking hoses up to this baby here. And so that's something I've been learning to program. Ordered it off Amazon. So that's what's happened. That's something happened here in the backyard at CyberSalt World headquarters. So, but surely, if I am dragging out the sprinkler timing system, we have run out of Joomla things to talk about today. So everybody, thank you very much for joining in today. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. And watch me work live stream. And thanks for your questions and comments and taking part and your support of this channel. So until next time, enjoy your Joomla sites and God bless.